Let's go to CNN's Omar Jimenez, who has been following this since just a few moments ago, watching all this happen. Did you hear anything new from police? We now know there are 6 people who have been shot, including a police officer. Do we hear anything about their conditions or anything like that?
Well, you know, we got the tragic update as we're seeing that 5 people are dead, 6 taken to the hospital after this shooting. And obviously, when you first get reports of an active shooter, of an active aggressor, these are the types of reports that you worry about, that the situation updates to the casualties that we're seeing here, the fatalities that are being reported here. Now, one thing that we did learn from this as well is that the active aggressor threat, as they described it, was over. They said the suspected shooter has been neutralized, or the shooter has been neutralized at this point. We're also learning a little bit more about what was happening as this was unfolding, but this is coming from a witness account who is nearby, who spoke to one of our affiliates, saying he got a call from his wife who said there was an active shooter and that she was locked inside a vault at the Old National Bank here. And so the man called 911, but officers were already aware. This was happening around 8:30 in the morning there. He described it as a traumatic phone call, with his wife essentially calling him from inside the bank vault where she was sheltering at the time. He's since talked to her and that she's okay, but obviously this was a situation that the shooter was actively firing at folks, and we know at least one person, potentially even others, were sheltering inside a bank vault just to be safe, just to protect themselves. And so obviously we've gotten the update from police that some of these casualties have confirmed now into fatalities, and that others have been taken to the hospital. Their conditions are still unknown. We know the governor is headed out to the scene right now. We know there's law enforcement at multiple jurisdictions that have said they are responding at the local level, Louisville Police, but also ATF, FBI. And so I think at this point, we're now waiting to see what develops from here, including the potential identity of the shooter here. And we watch to see if these numbers unfortunately grow as they typically do when we get into the early stages of reporting mass shootings like these, Sarah.
Really terrifying hearing that account from inside of the bank, a woman in a bank vault saying someone was shooting. There are lots of potential things that may have happened here. We don't know at this point if there was a robbery, if this was a disgruntled. We don't know anything about why, but we do know now 5 people have perished in this shooting. You've got one person who's been taken to the hospital. Omar Jimenez, thank you so much for following this story for us.